If I say just two words, the silver spoon, what do you see? Not wealth, not privilege. You see a small kitchen in the early morning. You see your mother. You see a spoon coming towards you, and you already know what's on it. For those of us who grew up in the 1950s and 60s, that spoon didn't mean luxury. It meant texture, thick, oily, and a smell that stayed with you all day. I am talking, of course, about cod liver oil. Remember the ritual? You stood in the kitchen before school. Mom was holding the bottle. Maybe she tried to hide the taste. She might have mixed it with orange juice, or maybe gave you a spoon of molasses right after. But nothing worked. The oil always floated to the top. You had to hold your breath, close your eyes, and swallow. It was the nightmare of our childhood mornings. But here is the strange part. If you remember this, you're not alone. Now, 60 years later, we are starting to wonder, was Mom actually right? To understand why we went through that ritual, we have to look at the world our parents lived in. It wasn't just a folk remedy, it was a necessity. In the first half of the 20th century, there was a shadow hanging over childhood. It was called rickets. It was a condition that made bones soft and weak. Our mothers didn't have Google, they didn't have WebMD, but they knew one thing from their own mothers. Children needed sunshine, and since we couldn't live on the beach all year round, they gave us sunshine in a bottle. Cod liver oil was pure vitamin D and vitamin A. Back then, milk wasn't always fortified. Our diets were simple: meat, potatoes, bread. We didn't have fancy vitamin gummies shaped like dinosaurs. So that terrible spoonful was basically an insurance policy. It was Mom saying, "I love you too much to let you get sick." Today, scientists call it omega-3 fatty acids and sell it in fancy golden capsules for $50 a bottle. We got it the hard way. Straight from the fish, and we grew up with strong bones and tough stomachs. Maybe there is a lesson in that, but the medicine cabinet held more than just oil. And if this sounds familiar, you're among friends here. Let's talk about the battle scars of summer. Do you remember falling off your Schwinn bicycle or sliding into home base on a gravel lot? You ran home with a scraped knee, trying not to cry. And what did Grandma bring out? That little glass bottle with the glass wand inside. The liquid was a bright, fluorescent red. Mercurochrome, or as some of us called it, monkey blood. There was a debate in every neighborhood. Did it sting, or was that iodine? Mercurochrome usually didn't sting as much, but it left a stain that lasted for a week. If you went to the swimming pool with bright red knees, it wasn't embarrassing. It was a badge of honor. It meant you were playing hard. It meant you were an adventurer. You won't find it on shelves today. The FDA banned it in 1998 because, as the name suggests, it contained mercury. It seems crazy now. We were literally painting heavy metals onto our open wounds. But looking back, it reminds me of a time when we weren't so afraid of everything. We got hurt, we got painted red, and we went right back outside to play. I have to ask you, and be honest in the comments below, what was the one thing in your family's medicine cabinet that you absolutely hated? Was it the cod liver oil, the red mercurochrome, or maybe was it the thick pink stuff for your stomach? Scroll down right now and let me know. Let's see how many of us survived the same remedies. Now, if cod liver oil was a daily ritual, there was one bottle that was reserved for special occasions. You probably already know which one I mean. Castor oil. Even the cartoons knew about this one. Remember Tom and Jerry? Whenever a character was sick, or sometimes when they were just being naughty, out came the castor oil. It was thick, sticky, and tasted like motor oil mixed with soap. It was the ultimate cure-all. Stomach ache, castor oil. Cold, castor oil. Bad attitude, believe it or not. Castor oil. It was an old-school way of cleaning out the system. And let me tell you, it worked, whether you wanted it to or not. Today we look for gentle pills and fruit-flavored syrups. We want the cure without the discomfort. But the philosophy back then was different. The medicine had to taste bad. That's how you knew it was strong. That's how you knew it was working. It taught us a kind of toughness that is hard to find these days. It wasn't all bad taste and stinging knees, though. There was comfort, too. Think about when you had a bad chest cold. The smell of menthol and eucalyptus. The blue jar of Vicks VapoRub. Mom would rub it on your chest and maybe put a warm flannel cloth over it. Then she would tuck you in under 3 heavy quilts. "Sweat it out," she would say. And if your stomach was upset, the universal prescription wasn't a pill. It was warm, flat 7-Up and a saltine cracker. Science tells us today why some of these things worked, but as kids we didn't care about the science. We cared about the hand on our forehead, the tucking in of the blankets, the feeling that even though the world was big and scary, inside that room we were safe. We look back at these bottles, the mercury, the fish oil, the strange syrups, and we might laugh. Modern medicine has come a long way. We have antibiotics and MRIs, and I am thankful for them. But those old remedies, they did something else. They built resilience. They connected us to a tradition of making do and fixing things ourselves. We swallowed the oil, we endured the sting, and we grew up to be the generation that built the modern world. So maybe Mom really did know best. If this trip down memory lane brought a smile to your face or a phantom taste to your tongue, please like this video. It helps us keep these memories alive. And don't forget to subscribe to Yesterday's Vitality. We have so many more jars to open and stories to tell. Stay healthy, my friends. And maybe take your vitamin D today. Just maybe. Get the capsule version. Just a quick reminder, this video is for nostalgic and educational purposes only. Please always consult your doctor regarding your health.